guys, and welcome back. Today we're hopping back onto the dream game and we're gonna start building the school, which I've got a pretty nice block out for, so it shouldn't be too bad of a build, and I think it's gonna turn out really cool. Now I want to address one thing before we really get into this. I'm gonna be editing my own videos for a little bit, so maybe it'll be better, maybe it'll be worse. But leave me some tips and tricks down below with what kind of stuff you guys would like to see based off this video. More edits, less edits, constructive criticism, I guess is what I'm looking for. Look at us. Look at us. This is the block out for the school. It is slightly based off of a real school that's in Chicago. I guess I could show you guys that right here. This is the William Rainey Harper High School. And yeah, it's massive. And I don't think it would be smart to have this entire building in the game. It just takes up too much space, considering you probably won't be going to school at all in the game. I don't see what gameplay element it would bring, so I don't want it to take up that much space. Anyways, I'm building just this half of the school, and then we're gonna kind of make the parking lot a little different. We're gonna try to add some sort of grass like this, and just combine all of it together, if that makes sense. All right, so with the real life reference of the school on my other part of the monitor, we could get to building this one, and there is gonna be a bit of changes. So first things first, we want some sort of a sidewalk under here. This is where players could walk, of course. And I wanna have one sort of around the building as well, but I don't know if that is overly going to happen. So let's bring this up just one taller, something like this, just so it's not clipping on the ground. And then we'll bring this in, maybe to the halfway point like that. Looks good. And we can bring it this way as well, because I don't think it needs to be over there. Wait, we could have a bit more over here. Perfect. And then let's see, maybe a path right here. So middle door can have a path out to the road. That makes sense to me. We'll go like this. This is kind of placeholder for a second as well. And then we can do one more path over here in the middle. And then I guess this could be grass, because why not? I think that would look pretty all right. And we'll add one more of these, but more so as a curb. Not really anything else. It won't be a sidewalk or anything, but a thin little curb. Let's bring this over. Just something like this to break up that area. And now let's paint on some grass, and that will help break this up so it's not just a huge parking lot, which I'm definitely trying to avoid. That is looking pretty good to me for the outside, at least for now. And I think we'll go ahead and get on to making the actual building. We're gonna start out with the little rim around the entirety of the roof. That is gonna be pretty simple. We just have to duplicate this part. We're gonna bring it out to match up with these, bring it up just a few studs, and then bring it in. Perfect. Bring this up to match up with the top, and that might be a little bit big. So let's bring this out one more on this side as well. And then we just have to trace out the whole building basically on the top by duplicating this part, dragging it over, try to match it up so it's a square as well on this side, something like that. We don't want any overlapping parts. Then we drag it to over here, and then we do the same thing here. I'm gonna copy this one back here since it's already the same orientation, drag it to right here, and we're having that hang off just by 0.125 studs off the edge, just like this. And then we're gonna do that on this side as well. And I'm gonna finish tracing around the whole roof of the base and the top of this building. And then it'll just give a lot more detail. It'll look a lot nicer. All right, now that we have the little border made around the top, let's start giving some things some color so we can hopefully make this thing start coming to life, all right? I've grouped these together so it's very easy to grab them. I think we're gonna make them concrete because that does make the most sense to me. Perfect. I'll have to make those a different color on the inside as well. We did the top roof and the borders. I think I want to go more of a tannish, something like this. Maybe something like this, I guess. And then the top pieces up here and up here, we will make a little bit darker probably, or lighter. Let's see. I think lighter is probably the good way to go for that. Right here, we need to scale that in just a little bit so it's not Z fighting over here. There we go. And now I'm gonna grab all of these pieces, which I think I've actually made pretty well. Like there's not a lot of pieces that I have to grab. And all of this is going to be brick. So let's change that in our material manager. I think we're going to use harsh bricks for the school. Schools get bullied all the time, guys, all right? And then I think they need to be a bit more tanned out, something in between the two. So let's darken this just a little bit from, that's linen. Let's do maybe something around here. I think that's a pretty good contrast to the surrounding area. It doesn't match the houses perfectly, and it doesn't blend in with the road. I like that. I like that quite a bit, actually. So I'll keep that right here, and here are the same as this. So concrete and linen. Feel like we're gonna need to go a little bit different of a color on those, but we'll give it a shot. Boom, linen, perfect. Feel like those need to be more grayed, less brown, more gray. So let's try that. Let's grab all of this. Yes, let's do a gray, and yeah, I think that looks quite a bit better, honestly. And then here we will either darken or lighten because, hey, we don't want them to be the exact same. It's probably going to be darken. Something like that is looking, oh yeah, that's a really nice contrast. So up next, we're going to grab all of our supporting beams, and these are going to be brick as well, but they are going to be a darker color. So I'm thinking, let's see, we could do these. Yes, perfect. Let's grab a brick material. I think we'll do the same one, just harsh brick. And what color? I mean, that's not a bad color. I want to do something a little nicer, something that goes with it a little bit better. This doesn't look too bad. That's not great. All right, we're gonna match the color and then just drag it down a bit on our slider here. I'm thinking somewhere about here. Sand yellow, we're gonna copy that color, put it onto these. Perfect. And then those will also be that same harsh brick material. Nice. And then these ones, I want, man, I feel like we'll do harsh brick again, but a little bit different of a color. So let's match it up with that. And then let's just darken them a little bit, or maybe more, or lighten them. I want to do something so it's a little different. We'll just keep it like right here, I guess. That looks all right to me. And this is basically the school. All that's left now is make a window and duplicate it all over the entire school, which is it's gonna take just a little second, but we'll get it done. And then we need to add some parking lot stuff in the parking lot, you know, the yellow lines and all of that good stuff. And a tree. Let me grab a tree, man. I'm thinking this one, nice big tree. Let's put that in the front of the school because it looks all beautiful. Oh yeah, dude. That's looking nice. I'm gonna go ahead, add on some details and stuff like that. Windows for certain, and then, you know, probably some doors. Most of these will just be a decal on a part, so I don't think it'll be too interesting to watch. But the finished product, or closer to it, will be in just a moment.
All right, guys, we put up some windows and some details. We did it.
That's all we discussed. She wasn't going off script, guys. We had nothing more than that. But guys, there is windows, there is details, and there needs to be some more details, of course. More details, like 1,000%. And I think we're gonna be pretty all right with these. And I think this is actually looking pretty good. Of course, our window decals are a bit limited right now. I did pull one out of the toolbox and then used, you know, just part colors and texture colors or decal colors to make them fit the building a bit better. It's okay. They're not the greatest, but they're definitely not the worst. I think I want to add a little bit more details just around. I was thinking maybe a thin brick layer like this. Let's go in by one and bring this around here. Just something to add even more details to the map. Let's bring this out as well. Bring it back in one, duplicate, drag it out this way. I think that is looking pretty good as well. Let me see. These are definitely not the same size. We could go all the way back to here. There we go. Let's see. Oh yeah, I like that. In fact, I think I'm gonna duplicate it and bring it to the top one as well, just so they're like little squares. I don't know, maybe later we could put a sign up for the school, give it a name or something like that. But for now, it looks pretty good. I think black or darker doors would work better for this. Let's go black. I think that looks quite good. Let's try it on these as well. Yes, I like how that kind of just mutes it out a little bit. The white doors are a little too loud if they had voices. So there's that. I do want to bring this tree. I think I want the other trees. We have some pretty cool ones, like some V-shaped ones, like this one. Yes. Duplicate. I'm going to bring this over to the school, guys. Let's put one right here. Sink it into the ground a little bit. We're going to put another one right over here with a little rotation. sink that into the ground as well. And then maybe one more in the middle. I'm not sure. I do know that we need to go back to our editor and paint on a little bit more grass because we moved that back just a little bit. So let's just fill this in a little. There we go. Fill this in a little. And we will need to expand our path here as well. And all that's really left on this, guys, maybe paint on some mud to kind of fit where it's placed within the little village. I call this something different every single video, man. Every video. But all that's left is getting the parking lot put together and then adding maybe some dirt and stuff over here. I think we are going to keep that, at least one of these bigger trees for the middle. Oh, that's the same one. We don't want to use the same one. Let's grab this big tree. We'll put it right in the middle. I think that will be a-okay. We're going to add some rocks, add some mud, and then for the parking lot, we're literally just going to copy these from over here and put them over at the school. Should be pretty simple. Your boy decided to take a seat and finish this up. I do think this is pretty chillin' for the school. I will say our driveway here is floated just a little higher than I would like it to be. And I think we could just bring this down once. There we go. And I think we're good. We're going to have to bring this down once as well now. Maybe twice. Let's go once. Yes. Have that a little bit above the ground. And those are not floating. So we're all good. There we go. Guys, let's anchor this, group it together, and then check it out in game. I'm going to grab all of this like so. Move it. Perfect. It's nothing extra. I'm going to group that together and name it school. And now we're going to go put it in our locations folder to try to stay organized, even though I've been doing a horrible job. Oh, snap. Let's hop on the Honda Grom. Now, guys, if this is the first time you're seeing a Dream Game video like this, I do want to let you know this is not the permanent motorcycle system, and it'll look a lot better and have suspension and all that good stuff when it's done. But as you can see, for now, it gets a little bouncy. Look at this, man. Hold on. I want to go the back way. I want to go the back way, dude. This is so cool. If this bike, oh, it's so twitchy. So guys, look at this. You're pulling through, right? You're like, oh, I'm getting out of my house. Time to go to school. And then hop on this. Back here looks really bland, but once we add the graffiti, it'll look a lot better. But look at this, man. The school right here. We got some doors, more doors. Oh, I need to fix that. That's, guess I wasn't really paying attention. But this is looking pretty good. I can't lie. In this little area for houses. This looks so good. I'm excited for it. I forgot what this is going to be. Oh yeah, this is a park. That's perfect. School park. Boom. I think that was going to be a gas station. Maybe not now. Doesn't, we'll see. We'll see. Anyways, guys, I do think that is going to wrap up today's video. If you did enjoy and you want to see more content like this, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Have a great day. Later.